Jugando en la oscuridad, bebé, yo quise verte así, mirando hacia aquí, hacia allá, buscando mi cuerpo allí. Bebé, mírame a mí, que yo también quiero jugar. Ven y atrévete a bailar. Hey, babe, ¿a qué estás jugando? A ver si te atreves a venir. A ver si te atreves a venir.
What's up, guys? Shomar here, Island Aesthetics, and I am just taking a quick minute just to relax out by Arawak Key, just to catch myself for a minute. But while I am here, I'm just gonna give you a quick few tips on fat loss. A lot of you were asking me about tips to help with your fat loss journey. So I'm gonna give you a few tips. These are not necessarily in any chronological order or in order of importance, but all of these I feel are very important and things that you should incorporate to help you hit your fat loss goals. Number one, you need to know what you are eating. What you should know is that if your caloric intake is greater than your expenditure, you will gain weight. If your expenditure is greater than your caloric intake, you will lose weight. Very simple, guys. And let's break down what exactly the word weight means. When we talk about weight, we talk about actual fat, water, and muscle mass. The word weight is comprised of all three of these things. That's why I don't necessarily like to say lose weight when I talk about coming down. You really want to just target your body fat. How those calories are made up would assist with you actually targeting more body fat and keeping as much muscle mass as possible. Your training will also significantly assist with you keeping as much lean body tissue as possible. When you come down, guys, you want to actually have a nice shape. That's what we all want. You want to make sure that you're eating nutrient dense foods to give you what you need while you're trying to target body fat. So protein, carbohydrates, and fats, they all serve a purpose within the body. Got a phone call. Hello? What was my last train of thought now? Yes. Keeping your calories consistent. Because it is quite possible to lose weight and not necessarily lose body fat. Now you're wondering, what am I talking about? Let's say, for example, you're 200 pounds. Let's say 30% body fat. You could go from 200 pounds, 30% body fat, to 170 pounds, 30% body fat. So you lost weight, which I applaud you for that. But you would like to target the body fat more than the muscle mass. See, the body is very meticulous. It's not necessarily a lean tissue building machine. It's more of a fat storing machine. Which brings to my next point, training. Remember, guys, I know your goal is fat loss, but you also have to consider functionality. So you should try to mix and incorporate different forms of training just so you could have a overall good foundation. You may be doing resistance training, but you may not be doing any plyometrics. Why might you need plyometrics? Well, plyometrics is reactive training. So it's basically explosive training, and then you're learning how to condition your body to move in a certain way and to actually stabilize in a dynamic way. That can assist you greatly long term down the road. And you know, anything can happen at any moment, so you need to condition your body to various stimulus. And also the type of training would actually ramp up your heart rate as well. So intensity, intensity, intensity. So your training should be just, as soon as you're done, you should just be completely fatigued. Like, you need to push yourself out of your comfort zone in order to realize your goal. If it doesn't challenge you, then it's probably not worth it. The body is very adaptive to what you're giving it. So you gotta be constantly aware of how it's maintaining its homeostasis and how you should change that in order to continue with getting results. So it doesn't get easier, guys, but the more you do it, it makes you stronger. And that's what this is about. In order for you to hit your goals, you need to be mentally strong. The body will go where the mind goes. So just remember that. Water is very important, guys. If you're not drinking adequate water, you could push yourself into dehydration. And then you must consider as well, when you're working out, your cells need water. Our body is comprised of 70% water, guys. Water also flushes out a lot of toxins within our body. When we don't drink water, what happens is that the body actually goes into this state where it's trying to hold on to as much water as possible. So being partially dehydrated could give you impaired results on the scale because you are holding water. So the more you drink water, the more the body realizes that it's getting a consistent source of water, so it will expel the ones that it don't need. And while it's doing that, it will expel various toxins within the body. Another point for drinking more water is that it will improve liver functions and also the delivery of nutrients throughout the body. But if you want to know exactly how much water you should consistently drink on a daily basis, then you could always message me. Next point, sleep. Sleep is muy importante. Sleep is when our bodies actually recover from the various activities that we've done throughout the day. Also, when we sleep, there's a lot of hormones that are being released, such as growth hormone, which is very important for fat loss. Actually, it has a lot of anti-aging effects in that it tightens up your skin. It also greatly assists with the creation of lean tissue, guys. Another thing I want to touch on, micronutrition and supplementation. There's a lot of vitamins and minerals that you should be getting throughout the day. So you got vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, B12, magnesium, calcium, so on and so forth. If you're not adequately getting these things, then it could hinder your result. Sodium and potassium, these are electrolyte components. So if you're not getting these and proper amounts for regulation of bodily fluids, then you could also be retaining water. Getting an adequate amount of magnesium daily would actually help with enzyme formation. It's just certain things like these you just need to be aware of. Supplementation can go a long way, but only if your training and your diet is on point. What I want to do right now is break down the word supplement. That's exactly what it is. It's to help supplement our eating regimen. So if you can't eat a certain amount of protein, did your calculation of your calories, and let's just say 35% of your calories is protein, and you need to hit about 210 grams of protein. Now, if you're unable to eat that amount through tuna, egg whites, chicken breasts, salmon, then a whey protein source is recommended. You should use different forms of measurements when actually trying to use body fat. So paint a picture as a whole, because the scale is not going to give you all the information you need. Measurements using calipers are not going to give you everything you need. Using measuring tape is not going to give you everything you need. So choosing different combinations, and also performance as well in the gym. You got to understand now, if you want to lose fat and you're trying to get a lean body, an athletic looking body functions in a particular way. It's able to do various tasks at different strengths, different speeds, different intensities. So you should always keep that in mind. If you want to actually look like that, you should function like that. So the more you're able to run faster, run for extended periods of time, your resistance training goes up, strength endurance, you're able to lift more weight for more time, you're able to lift maximal loads. You're going to look a specific way because that body type could function that way. So don't just go in there and do certain things. You gotta like hit mini goals, and those mini goals would add up. So performance is a very key thing, guys. The key is with this is that fat loss is not linear, guys. You're gonna go up, down, up, down, up some more, way down, stagnant, go up, then go down again. That's just how it is. But just keep envisioning it, keep pushing through, and being smart with the decisions that you make. I would also like to give a quick shout out to Tishura Sinclair, Chico Hoy, Kayla Ferguson. Also, Chio, the producer, as well. Those commented and inboxed me what they wanted to talk about, and that's what I'm trying to give you right now. If you found this informative, helpful, then leave a comment, leave a like, share it for your boy, and subscribe so I got the content coming for you. 2018, help me to help you, give you what you need. Island Aesthetics, fitness, nutrition, motivation, support, life. That's what this is, baby. It's life, baby.